Dear viewers, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss on important test of stone chips, which is called LAA, Los Angeles Abrasion. Actually, many people are showing their tutorial on YouTube regarding the test, but in this video I am going to cover the depth knowledge about the test procedure according to the ASTM C131. So many people are like doing the process, but for the depth knowledge you must need to know this according to the whole ASTM method. Today we are going to discuss. So here you could see the ASTM standard books. So we will cover for our this discussion the same literature of ASTM C131. So this is the books. Actually many people are showing their videos in here and there. You could see the YouTube, then they are showing the procedure. Also many people are telling that the reference of the ASTM, but nobody I think probably describe as the whole procedure how to mention in the ASTM. So my point of view that to give you the depth knowledge regarding this procedure. So first of all, when we are going to discuss about this Los Angeles Abrasion test, so first of all, why we should need to do the LA test? This is one important question. So by this test we could know the strength of the stone chips, that it is good or not. So actually in the size at the initial from the source it is crossing to the size to the below 37.5 mm. So when you are required in case of normally we don't do above the 37.5 mm stone chips the LA test, but if any situation you are required to do this one, then you could cross on site and size according to procedure I will describe in details next time. Then we could do the same test, no problem. So in this regard we could see that the maximum size is mentioned here in ASTM, that it could be done 37.5 mm. So normally we are doing in this site or in the lab this test. So this the basis of this test is approval on July 1, 2014 in this, and before originally approved this paper 1937. It is need to know the background of the standard. So mainly abrasion impact grading and the rotating steel drum containing a specific number of steel spheres. Normally what is this? The machine we could see in the picture, this kind of machines actually using for this test. So this in this box have a rotating systems and the equipment motor and this kind of steel spheres we are calling in this paper the spheres. Actually in the site we are normally telling that this kind of ball, steel ball. So this the definition and the dimension and other things we will describe here. So first of all we need to know the apparatus size and distance and the dimensions. So the hollow cylinder of this one, this machines, this plate must be contain minimum the thickness is 12 mm, otherwise it could not be allowable according to the standard. Normally in the inside diameter, this diameter should be 711 to plus minus 5 mm. So inside length should be 500. This inside length should be 500. And the surface should not be even uneven. Surface should be clear, and the rotation with axial horizontal. It should not be torquing. It should be horizontally rotating. This is must need to know. Otherwise, if any kind of uneven rotation, this will not be considered a proper test. So these are the things we could see. The self, it's inside of the machine have one self. The dimension is DCH, distance is D is the, here we could see the height of the self, which is 90 mm, and the C, the thickness of the self. Inside of this have one self, that have one self. So inside of this machine have one self that will be like rotating, and when rotating, this kind of ball will touch frequently. In that time, the stone chips will contact with the stone chips, this kind of ball. So the opening of this one is this one. This one is opening, which is always covered by one gasket and sealing properly when it is testing in the lab. What is the itself, the 90 meter plus 98 mm plus minus the self, this one, the length, and the machines. This machine should be rotate. This machine should be rotated per minute. Actually, how to we will calibrate this kind of machine that it is good or not? So you have to be check first the 12 mm wall thickness. Another important things is the rotation is mandatory. The rotation should be 30 to 33 mm per minute. So in this case, if you could use stopwatch and count the rotation from the machine, always showing the rotation, then you could also need to know at the site. So for that accuracy of balance, we need to stay in the side when we are preparing the we are doing the test. In that time, we need to available the apparatus machine, which is containing 30 to 33 rpm rotation. Also the sieve, which is actually required according to the grade. We have a 4 grade, A, B, C, D, 4 grade. This grade we will discuss. For according to this kind of gradation, we need to arrange the sieve. So for next things is that the steel spheres, the ball. This kind of ball diameter should be 46 mm to 48 mm, which is between the weight of that kind of ball could be 390 to 90 and 445 gram. So the steel charge will be used how in which sample how many balls will be used in that rotation in the testing time. So this is mentioned in this table, like grade A, grade B, grade C. Grade A, what is the grade A and what is the grade B and what is the grade C? Need to know first, then we will be used the number of ball inside when rotating in the LA machine. So this is the chart, when your sample is above the 19 or 20, then we will use these two. So type A grade. So if we think the type A grade is here 37.5 to 20, passing the written is 19 mm. So 19 to 37.5, in this kind of range we will use this chart. In this chart, how much sample we need to take for the sample test is here also mentioned that if we want to test the 22 up to 37.5, then we need to take the sample from the size of 37.5 mm, and 25 written is 1250, and for the next chart accordingly 12 written and 9 written up to 9.5 mm written 1250. Then total we will take the 5000 gram, that means 5 kg plus minus 10 gram. So for this kind of things we will use the 12 balls, and for the B grade like 20 mm down and 10 mm in between, then we will use the sample size is 12 mm 12.5 mm written 2500 gram, and the 10 mm written 2500 gram. Then total for the each test we will use sample summation of sample will be the 5000 gram plus minus 10. So in this way the C you could see and D the category. So this category we will select when we will select the sample according to other site condition. Then we will put the ball number of balls according to the grade inside of the testing machine. So how to sampling? So another number 7 point is how to sample. So according to the site we will collect the sample after with the proper evidence. After that we have to start the work. So before starting the test we need to know one thing, the one machines, the LA machine, how many times will be rotate when the test is ongoing. Actually total 500 times will be rotated with the inside balls according to the category. Then it will be automatically stopped, because in the LA machines always there is on automatic system inputter. You will input the machine how many times you want to rotate the machine, then machine always will be stopped according to your. This kind of machine also you can input. So there is no manual system for this machines. Already you know from the tutorial. This video is covering the depth knowledge of that one. Many times we are thinking the how to start the and after that first we will collect the sample, then we will like sieving according to the sieve written which is we discussed. Then we will collect and measure the sample total 5 kg. Then what we need to do, the wash, need to sample wash for if there is any dust, additional dust or adherent materials. Then we will need to wash. After that we will need to keep it into the oven for drying it about 110 degrees Celsius temperature we could see. Then after getting dry we will need to put it into the machine, and it will be rotated for 500 times, so it is already told. And after rotation finish, then we will sieving by 1.7 mm sieve, number 12 number sieve. Then we will again wash the sample stones after the written sample. Then we will again dry, then collect the weight, and we will calculate the loss of value. Then we can get the how much losses. Normally for the stone chips is up to maximum 45% could be allowed for the stones. So these things could be vary according to the project objectives. Many projects also require mention their requirement, but according to standard it is 45. You could see the according to 45%. Then another thing is that the one thing, the wash, actually whenever your stone chips or content is not so much dusty, that time you could not wash the sample. It is not necessary in that cases. So calculation, if you are thinking the initial mass is C, and after crushing, after LA machines, the value is Y, then divided by C, the initial one, then into 100, then it will become the result. So the how much percent is the result it will be collected. So in this regard, for the reporting part, what we need to mention, actually we need to mention in the report is like aggregate as source, and what type of size, and the grading, which gradation we are selecting, like A, B, C, D, we have 4 grade, and the percentage of the loss we need to mention. So maximum size and the maximum percentage of allowable percentage could be known by the reviewer or the examiner. That is necessary. Here also mention one important thing, that if you are testing to one lab to another lab, so the difference between one lab to another lab of the same sample could not be exceed that 12.7%. Otherwise, it would be rechecked. So these are the things actually quite interesting, also important for the lab test. So many people are showing their tutorial regarding the test, and they are summarizing, like they already know the test value or requirement. Also from the many projects specification they can refer. But I wanted to brief the total things and the ASTM methods, that you could understand what is the basis of this test. So this was the mandatory things. So I think it would be